Welcome back to Lakers News Fan Report, where we bring you the latest and most exciting sports news every single day. I'm your host's name, and today's episode is packed with some major moves, a lot of surprises, and even a little bit of off-court drama. We're diving into some big roster updates with the Los Angeles Lakers, and trust me, you're going to want to stick around for this one. The Lakers are making moves that could seriously shake things up, and what happens next could have a huge impact on the team's postseason hopes. Now, before we get into it, let's set the stage. We're all aware that the Lakers have had an up-and-down season, but with the playoffs looming, they're making some last-minute adjustments, some of which you might not have seen coming. Just last night, after a nail-biting win over the Indiana Pacers, the Lakers decided to make a move that's raised some eyebrows. Jordan Goodwin, a player who has been on a two-way contract with the team for much of the season, has officially been upgraded to a standard NBA contract. But what does this mean? Is it a sign of things to come, or is this simply a matter of filling out the roster for the postseason? If you're like most Lakers fans, you're probably wondering what's behind this decision. Let's talk about Jordan Goodwin's impact on the Lakers so far. In his 19 games with the team, Goodwin has averaged 6.4 points, 3.9 rebounds, 1.4 assists, and 1.2 steals per game. The numbers might not jump off the page at first glance, but there's more to it than that. What's really caught the attention of the coaching staff and fans alike has been his hustle. Goodwin has been a spark plug off the bench, providing energy on both ends of the floor. His defense has been a noticeable asset, especially with the Lakers dealing with some injury issues earlier in the season. But now with the team needing all hands on deck for a playoff run, could this move signal a bigger role for Goodwin as the postseason approaches? Let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture here. The Lakers have had a lot of success when they've been able to deploy a deep rotation, keeping players fresh and healthy throughout a grueling season. But with the playoffs right around the corner, things are going to tighten up, and head coach Darvin Ham is going to need to make some tough decisions about who gets playing time. Could Jordan Goodwin be the X factor that the Lakers need? It's possible. But it's also possible that Goodwin could just be a depth piece who provides some insurance in case injuries hit again. One thing's for sure, the Lakers front office is not sitting idly by, and they're clearly thinking about every possible scenario to make sure they're prepared for the postseason. But here's where things get really interesting. In order to make room for Goodwin on the roster, the Lakers had to make a very tough decision. Cam Reddish, the promising young wing who had shown flashes of potential throughout the season, was waived just before the playoffs began. This move caught a lot of fans by surprise, and I can't blame them. Reddish was a player who had the physical tools to be a real contributor. Standing 6 feet 8 inches with a solid scoring ability, Reddish had his moments with the Lakers. In 33 games, 8 of which were starts, he averaged 3.2 points, 2 rebounds, and 0.7 assists per game. But despite his potential, he just never seemed to find a consistent rhythm with the team. So the question is, was this the right move for the Lakers? To some, the decision to let Reddish go might feel like a lost opportunity. He's still young and could be a valuable asset on another team. But for the Lakers, the need to maximize their playoff roster took priority. The front office and coaching staff must have seen something in Goodwin that they feel can help them make a deeper run in the postseason, especially with the bench needing a boost. However, for those who are hoping to see more of Reddish, it's tough to swallow. There's always the possibility that another team could pick him up, and if he hits his stride elsewhere, some might look back at this decision and wonder if it was the right call. Now, while the Lakers are making moves on the court, there's also some drama swirling off the court that could have serious ramifications for the team. Recently, none other than Stephen A. Smith made some bold claims regarding LeBron James, and let's just say, it's not the kind of attention you want heading into the playoffs. In a recent segment on First Take, Smith suggested that LeBron was being petty by not attending Kobe Bryant's memorial service, and he even went as far as to accuse LeBron of trolling with a social media post during such a sensitive time. That's a pretty big accusation coming from someone as well-known as Smith, and it certainly raised eyebrows across the sports world. Now, before we get into the speculation, let's be clear about one thing. LeBron James is no stranger to controversy. He's been the focal point of media scrutiny for his entire career. But when it comes to something as sensitive as Kobe Bryant's passing, it hits a little differently. LeBron has always been a vocal supporter of Kobe, and his connection to the Lakers legend is well documented. So the suggestion that LeBron would intentionally skip the memorial service for Kobe or make a post seen as insensitive, that's a pretty serious claim. Let's take a step back here and ask ourselves, Why would Stephen A. Smith go out of his way to make such a bold accusation? Some insiders believe it might be just another case of Smith being, well, Stephen A. Smith, provocative, stirring the pot and getting attention. But others think there might be a deeper issue at play here. Could there be tension between LeBron and the Lakers organization that we don't know about? Is it possible that LeBron's off-the-court actions could have an effect on the team's playoff focus? If the rumors are true, and there's any friction behind the scenes, how could that impact the team chemistry as the Lakers push for another championship? Fans, of course, are divided. Some defend LeBron, saying that the media is always looking for a way to bring him down, while others feel that LeBron's actions in this case were a little off. But regardless of where you stand, it's undeniable that this kind of controversy doesn't help the team, especially when the focus should be squarely on the playoffs. With so much at stake, distractions like this can have a ripple effect. Could LeBron's focus be split between basketball and the media circus that follows him? And if so, how does that affect the Lakers as a whole? But let's pause for a moment and look at the bigger picture here. The Lakers are making these roster changes and dealing with off-court drama right before the playoffs. So, what does all of this mean for their chances of success? Will the players rally around each other, or will these issues become a cloud hanging over the team's head? Could the changes to the roster, the uncertainty surrounding LeBron's actions, and the pressure of the postseason be too much for the Lakers to handle? One thing that can't be overlooked is how these roster moves could impact the team's chemistry. The Lakers are known for their ability to come together as a unit, but the introduction of new players or the removal of key contributors can sometimes disrupt that balance. With the playoffs rapidly approaching, it's essential that every player knows their role and is ready to contribute when called upon. The question remains, will the Lakers' new mix of players gel in time for the postseason? As much as roster changes dominate the headlines, it's the mental aspect of the game that will ultimately define the Lakers' playoff run. For a team as talented as the Lakers, it's not just about what happens on the court. It's about staying mentally focused through the distractions, both internal and external. Players need to push through any tension or controversy and remain laser-focused on their goal of bringing home another championship. If the team can manage to do this, they could very well be poised for a deep playoff run. Speaking of distractions, it's impossible to ignore the drama surrounding LeBron James and his relationship with media. While some see Stephen A. Smith's comments as just another case of stirring the pot, others view it as a deeper issue that could potentially disrupt the Lakers' focus. As the leader of the team, LeBron's behavior and mindset will have a significant impact on the locker room. If his head is in the right place, it could motivate the team to reach new heights. If not, it could lead to distractions that prevent the Lakers from reaching their full potential. There's no question that LeBron James is the heart and soul of the Lakers. But as we've seen in the past, even the greatest players can experience moments of vulnerability. Whether it's dealing with criticism from the media or facing off-the-court issues, how LeBron handles these situations will be a major factor in the team's success. If he's able to put any controversy behind him and focus solely on basketball, there's no doubt he can lead the Lakers to greatness. However, if the drama continues to hang over him, it could create unnecessary pressure that affects the entire team. Looking ahead to the postseason, the Lakers' strategy will likely revolve around their ability to maintain a strong defensive presence. Players like Goodwin, who have made an impact on that side of the ball, could be vital as the competition intensifies. In playoff basketball, defense wins championships, and Goodwin's grit and hustle could be exactly what the Lakers need to slow down some of the league's top scorers. His promotion to a standard contract may signal that the Lakers intend to rely on his defensive prowess to shore up their rotations. As the Lakers continue to adjust their roster, it's essential to remember that they're not just building a team for the playoffs, they're also thinking about the long-term future. Every decision, from signing new players to letting go of those who haven't quite fit in, is part of a larger plan. The franchise is aiming not only for immediate success, but also for a sustainable future that can keep them in contention for years to come. Moves like these show that the Lakers are in it for the long haul and are not afraid to make bold decisions to stay competitive. Of course, the trade-off in such decisions is that some players like Reddish may feel the sting of not getting the chance to fully prove themselves. For Reddish, this could be a setback, but it also opens the door for a fresh start with another team. While his potential was clear, the fit just didn't seem to be there with the Lakers. Now he will likely seek opportunities elsewhere, where he can find a system that better suits his style of play and allows him to grow as a player. This is where you come in, Lakers Nation. I want to know your thoughts on everything that's going down with the team. What do you think about Goodwin's promotion? Was waiving Cam Reddish the right decision? And, of course, what's your take on the LeBron and Stephen A. Smith drama? I can't wait to read your thoughts in the comments below. As a Lakers fan myself, I'm honestly torn on these moves. Part of me believes that these decisions could work out and bring the Lakers closer together. But another part of me worries about the distraction and potential tension that might spill over. Either way, there's no denying that these next few weeks are going to be crucial for the Lakers. The stakes are high, and the team needs to find a way to focus and come together as a unit. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Lakers News Fan Report, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. The postseason is just around the corner, and you can bet we'll be here with all the latest updates and insights. See you next time, Lakers Nation.